Oh my gosh.
Sydney, it's on there. Sydney, look at this right now.
Oh my God.
Let me get a picture.
Hey folks, Charles and Kevin here, back at R&R Outfitters to tell you about the most recent fishing gear that we've got in, Avet Reels. So Kevin, tell us a little bit about the company and how you guys have been using them.
Well, I found Avet Reels years ago. They are based in California. It is an American-made product, which is very important for us. We like to look and support
Absolutely.
American companies. And fantastic reels, lever drags, which is my favorite by far. High quality metal construction, and just superior product.
How long have you been using Avet Reels?
Off and on, I've been using Avet Reels for 10 years,
Yeah.
and I absolutely have no complaints about them. They've held up well. They've performed when I needed them to, just like they need to.
So here at R&R, right now we've got 4 different reels in stock. We can custom order you anything you want, any size, any drag, any combination that they offer, which is dozens and dozens, including different color combinations, guide plates, different drag assemblies, 1-speed, 2-speed. Here we've got a little bit of both. So the 2 smaller reels, we opted to go with just a single speed, no guide plate, no magnetic cast control. And then on the 2 larger reels, which are predominantly used for trolling, we've got the 30s and even the 50 wads. So Kevin, let's start off and tell us a little bit about the MXJ.
Okay, the MXJ, we actually have it here on one of our Rainshadow rods. It has the lever drag like I talked about earlier, all metal construction. Basically you get 38 inches of line per crank, 20 to 31 pounds of drag, which is plenty of drag, especially in open water, and it will hold 470 yards of 50-pound test. So for a small reel, you get a lot. You get a lot in a small package. We have a T-handle, very smooth, all operating. This is probably our main basic reel on our charter boats. Very comfortable for the customers to use, very lightweight.
Yep. I want you guys to get a good look at this. You do not need a gigantic reel to be able to hauls up a 25-pound snapper. This rod and reel combo will do just fine.
All right, we have the SXJ, which is a much smaller reel, very good for inshore fishing. You guys that like to fish the beaches, you guys like to, you can cast these. They do make a casting model for this particular reel. Same setup, lever drag, T-handle, very smooth operating reel, 30 inches of retrieve per turn. Also have 20 to 28 pounds of drag, and it will hold 290 yards of 50-pound test. So you still get plenty of line capacity. If you want to run a lighter pound test, you can put even more line, but a very smooth reel.
So a smaller body, but it has the same drag as the MXJ. But with a smaller body, you get less line capacity and less retrieve ratio. So still all around, you could use it for bottom fishing, you could use it for some jigging, and certainly bait and other small inshore species.
And with the popularity growing of slow pitch jigging, this is a very popular reel for that particular technique.
Oh yeah, good point.
Okay, we have the EX30. We're getting into the bigger reels, a lot more powerful, heavy drags. Still the same setup. You got a power handle on this one, lever drag. This is a 2-speed reel, so remember that. A lot of times guys buy 2-speed reels and forget to use the 2nd speed. So it does have a click when it retrieves, and these things are just absolutely wonderful. Great clickers, and they can handle pretty much any fish that you're going to hook up in the Gulf of Mexico. They have hold 560 yards of 100-pound test, so they have a big line capacity, 40 pounds of drag, and you get 37 inches of retrieve per crank. So when you think about it, it does change when you drop into the low gear, but still quite a heavy duty rod for you guys that want to do maybe some deep dropping or get into some much deeper depths for grouper and things like that. Plenty of reel to bring those fish up. And also, I mean, we've hooked big sharks, we've hooked other big fish with this 30, and it's plenty of reel for that. And these also are available here at the store.
All right, so the last one that we're carrying here in the store is the EX 50 wide 2-speed. Now this thing is ginormous.
Oh, absolutely.
But let's talk about really the practical uses that you can get out of it here in the Gulf.
Well, Charles, you really got to think about heavy duty trolling. You know, a lot of guys don't know about the marlin fishery that we have here in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
They can get out in the, you know, the really deep water and do some trolling. This will handle your trips to maybe Venice or going somewhere where you're looking for big yellowfin tuna. It has 57 pounds of drag, so it will actually pull you out of the boat if you're not careful, if you go full drag. 950 yards of 130-pound test. Let's just put it to you this way. You can't do much more with this reel. I mean, it's pretty much, they go with an 80, but for recreational guys, this is as big a reel as you will really ever need. Shark fishing. A lot of guys like to shark fish around here. That is a phenomenal reel for shark fishing. You pair it with the right rod, one of our RSUs here we have at R&R, and you are set.
Yep. And also just things like, you know, I don't know where you guys are fishing, but here in the Gulf of Mexico, the sharks have gotten worse and worse, and sometimes you just need a bigger reel to haul that fish on up. So if you're out targeting amberjack and you want some extra horsepower just to get that thing on up, less chance for the shark to get it. Just size up your rod and reel and line combo, and you know, instead of a 15-minute fight, you've got a 5-minute fight. And you can do that with all sorts of species, but amberjack is the one that comes to mind when I think about it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and like you said, with the popularity of shark fishing now that's coming on, great reel for that.
All right, folks, you've heard a little bit about the company. So if you're interested in an Avet reel, come on down and see us at R&R Outfitters. We've got these 4 combos in stock. But if this isn't what you're looking for, I would highly suggest to go to AvetReels.net, and they've got dozens and dozens of options for you.
One of the things you can also do is book a trip with us on saltwater excursions at KC Sport Fishing and try these out. We'll be using these on the charters, so what a better way to try it before you buy it.
Yeah. So come on down. You can ask for us, Charles or Kevin. We can talk to you specifically about the reels. We're in R&R Outfitters, Windmark Beach, Florida.